the energy drink market is huge.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you've got all the energy drinks that are bad for you that have all the bad stuff, the chemicals and who knows what. You can't pronounce most of the stuff that's in them. But one common thing you see in a lot of energy drinks is caffeine. An energy drink without caffeine. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 72. And welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that provide great water for your great health. Check them out at waterdistillers.com. And this show is not always powered by caffeine.
No.
Even though we love our caffeine, don't we?
We like coffee.
Yeah, we like our coffee, certain times a day too. But, the title of this one, an energy drink without caffeine, is kind of a big thing because the energy drink market is huge.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you've got all the energy drinks that are bad for you that have all the bad stuff, the chemicals and who knows what. You can't pronounce most of the stuff that's in them. But one common thing you see in a lot of energy drinks is caffeine.
Yes.
And I think people believe, well, if I just get caffeine in me, that's going to give me more energy.
Right.
But that's not necessarily true, correct?
Right.
So are we talking about maybe a specific energy drink here that does not have caffeine, possibly?
Yes, we are.
Okay, what is that?
It's called NingXia Red.
NingXia Red. And of course, you could find out all the information about all the different things we talk about on this program, plus links on how to purchase stuff, over at Hunt4Wellness.com. This is episode 72. So NingXia Red, we've talked about it before in a lot of different contexts because it's one of those drinks that's, packs a good punch.
Yes,
I mean,
it does.
It has a lot of different uses. In fact, a lot of people use it for different reasons and think about it that way.
Yes.
And that's why we came up with this particular show topic, right?
Yes, yes.
So first of all, for those who don't know what NingXia Red is, we better at least give them an overview.
Yeah. So Gary Young was looking for, literally traveling the world, looking for secrets to natural longevity. Where do people live the longest and why do they live long? And so during his travels, he met this Chinese scientist, Dr. Chow, and introduced him to a berry that the Chinese people had prized for thousands of years for health. And it's in this NingXia province, which is like northern China, kind of inside, and it hadn't been disseminated all over.
Right, yeah. So that's where the name NingXia Red obviously comes up. It's a red berry as well, right?
Exactly. And the it's a puree of the berry, and it's red. And some people think it's going to taste like tomatoes or something because it's red, but it doesn't taste anything like tomatoes.
Yeah, not at all. It's it's got a great taste. I mean, that's one thing. Some people just like drinking it for the taste, and it's good for you because, there's 8 zillion vitamins in there. I know not that many, but you know what I mean? It's like, for some people that don't like taking, their hard vitamins and things like that, and they want to just, you can take like 1 little ounce of this and get a lot of your vitamins. So that's one great use of it. It's, for people who don't like pills.
Right, like me.
Yeah.
So he had learned that these Chinese biochemists had done a lot of research on NingXia, the wolfberry, and found that it is one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. And so what Gary Young did was he combined that wolfberry puree with some essential oils, creating this functional beverage of NingXia Red.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it's been around. It's like one of the key young living products.
Right.
I mean, there are some people that that's the only thing they drink and use from Young Living, because it's a whole product category in itself. And there's other variations on NingXia as well, right?
Yes, there are. And there are some other products that do have caffeine in them. Natural occurring caffeine from like green tea and white tea. One is our NingXia Zyng, which is like a carbonated beverage with some
it's a little bit different
NingXia in it. And then there is the NingXia Nitro, which is for cognitive cognitive boost. Yeah. So that both of those have 35 milligrams of caffeine. So it's like drinking a cup of tea.
Yeah. And so that may not be what you want. If you're looking for an energy drink that doesn't have caffeine, you probably stay away from those.
Yes.
But NingXia Red, I mean, I use NingXia Red every day, and especially, work out almost every morning, and it's really the precursor to working out. I literally wake up, I'm kind of a little groggy, how you are in the morning. I take that shot and boom, like within a minute, I'm on fire. And it is great. It really helps with the workout. And I know there's probably other things in there, but what's great is it's not caffeine. I just do my caffeine later on after I'm tired from the workout.
When you want want a cup of coffee.
That's right. So.
Yeah. And, so, but what's new is they did some research on the NingXia Red, and they had 160 participants, and they divide them into a treatment group and a control group. And this was done by the Franklin Health Research Center, which conducts research in preventive health, integrative health, does it on dietary ingredients, nutraceuticals, aromatic products, and dietary supplements to see how effective they are and safe.
Yeah. And so this was kind of to look at the science behind the drink?
Yes, to see, we've talked about this drink. People have said this drink is great. They were doing research. How great is this drink? And so what was very interesting was it had significant results. There was a significant increase in physical energy by 34.5% of participants.
Oh, wow.
And it reduced physical limitations by 36%.
Right. It's interesting too, we talk about the research here, but you said something, some people just take it, it works, and they love it, and they don't care about the research,
Right,
but
that's their own research.
Yeah, that's their own research. I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
Right, if it works for you.
If it works for you.
Then it works.
Then it does. Right, great.
So I'm a little different than you. I don't feel the immediate zing of NingXia, but I noticed it long term. So I was taking it, previously I was taking it just once in a while, or if I felt my wellness going down, I'd take it, and I would then feel an immediate shift.
Yeah.
But then I started taking it every single day. And later that month, it was like, wow, I am noticing a change in my energy. So
that's right.
So I can attest to that about increased energy levels.
Yeah.
For sure.
Absolutely.
But another cool thing that they found is it improves sleep patterns and increases sleep time by an average of 21 minutes.
Wow. And you'd think, again, probably because it doesn't have caffeine. And, a lot of times people have hard time sleeping because they are taking too much caffeine during the day.
Yeah, but it's also supporting your cells.
Yes.
Literally every cell of your body is functioning better. So you sleep better. It says it's following 60 days of continued use. And that's with anything. I mean, if you take a vitamin one day and don't take it for 2 weeks and take it, it's not going to do much.
Right, yeah. Especially natural stuff. It just takes time.
Exactly. Just like if you ate one good meal a month, ate vegetables once a month.
You'd have one good meal a month is what you'd have.
That's right. But it's not going to do a whole lot for your health. So it is consistency. And then another interesting finding was it significantly reduced daily stress by 23% and improved mental well-being.
I think just about everyone could use a little less stress in their life, couldn't they?
Absolutely.
Wow. And this is just, a couple factors, right?
Right.
Right? Because like you said, you use it when you start, not feeling great. it helps, bring you back to life a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and it tastes good.
Right.
And you also don't you mix it with stuff too?
Oh, I love
because you can make little mocktails with it.
Yes, and we did have another episode.
Oh yeah, on mocktails. We'll link that in the show notes because you can use these things and still have fun and celebrate.
Yeah, and I love to. I don't really like alcohol that much, so I love having the mocktails.
Yeah.
And when we have people over, doing NingXia drinks, and I wouldn't say every day, but almost every day, have like a special NingXia drink at home in the afternoon for a little boost.
Mm-hmm. And a little fun.
And it tastes so good.
Yes, absolutely.
I love mixing it with like mineral water and like a drop of lime or two.
Right.
So good.
And what about the NingXia Challenge? Are we going to mention that today, or is that maybe reserved for another time?
Well, I mean, that is taking NingXia every single day, like getting into a habit
for
of
30
taking
days?
It. Yes.
Okay.
And seeing how do you feel before the 30 days? How do you feel after the 30 days? Ideally, you should do it 60 days.
Yeah. We could link that in the show notes as well, that 30-day challenge tracker.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So why don't we do that? Because, then you can kind of keep some notes and figure out, hey, after 30 days of using it, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really good to maintain and support a healthy immune system and respiratory function, which, we've all been concerned about that in these last few years.
Yeah.
And it's just, all I can say is it's excellent. It's super high in antioxidants, and oxidation is a negative thing for the body.
Yeah.
When you look at an apple, if you cut an apple in half and it starts to turn brown, that's oxidation.
Right. Yeah, so oxidation is bad. And usually when you're looking at things to fight oxidation, you need antioxidants.
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that appeals to me. The antioxidants in NingXia Red are so high. It's like, like on the top of the chart of all other options out there. It's just like a boost
really,
of antioxidants.
Really good.
So if you're out there trying to fight oxidants, you need a good antioxidant, and you need lots of it, and that's NingXia Red.
Right. And it's just, there's so many good things. It supports the eyes. It supports digestion, a healthy inflammation response, respiratory function, like we talked about, and it not only has the wolfberry puree, but it has blueberry, pomegranate, plum, aronia, and cherry, along with essential oils of orange, tangerine, lemon, and yuzu.
And basically, it just tastes really good.
It does taste good.
I mean, like some of those energy drinks out there that have the caffeine. Of course, you have the caffeine, but you have the sugar, and it's just so sugary, and it doesn't taste very good. This is like eating a bowl of fruit.
And so typically, we would do an ounce in the morning.
Yep.
Right before, when we get up, before we work out.
Yep.
I'll do an ounce in the afternoon. It's another great to do an ounce later in the morning, or even after the workout.
Yeah, a couple ounces a day.
Yeah.
It's really all, and it's super simple.
And if you feel like your wellness is going down, increase it.
Yeah.
Just take more. I've felt like, I'm just not feeling so good. I'll take an ounce and boom, literally, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
So,
that's awesome. Anything else about for, the reason people go and do energy drinks with caffeine versus doing something like this? It's just that people want more natural options, right? And there's what else happens after you have a lot of caffeine? Because you
get a crash.
You get a crash.
Yeah. Actually, caffeine just stops the feeling of tiredness. It actually doesn't really solve the problem.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yep.
Yes, you get actually more tired after.
Yeah.
So this is a natural thing. There's no crashes with this.
It's awesome.
And it just supports your overall wellness. Those energy drinks don't support wellness.
Right. Well, we can link all the information at the show notes over at Hunt4Wellness.com, episode number 72. We'll put the challenge tracker in there if you want. We also have the blue connect button. If you have any questions or just want to connect and talk about any of your wellness challenges, we're happy to talk to you about that as well. Again, you can order the products right there. We're Young Living brand partners, and when you do order from us. I mean, It doesn't cost you anything to order from us other than what you pay Young Living for the product, and it's delivered right to your house. So it's really convenient.
Just please use our number.
Yep.
120-9527.
Yep.
And we will follow up with you and help you.
We have a lot of other side benefits to buying through.
Reach your goals, whatever your natural goals happen to be, or health journey goals. And we'll send you a welcome gift as well.
Great. Any other last parting thoughts?
Drink NingXia Red.
Yes, it does not have caffeine.
That's right.
This episode of Hunt for Wellness brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water for your great wellness. Check it out over at waterdistillers.com. Now you can go grab your shot of NingXia Red. You don't even need a glass of it. I was going to say grab your cup of NingXia Red, but that's a lot. You just need a little bit.
Yes.
And sit back and just anticipate the next great episode here on Hunt for Wellness.